Introducing our first boxer, boxing out of the red corner, wearing white shorts trimmed with gold. On the scales, he weighed in 11 stone, 3 pounds and 3 ounces. He has a record of 6 wins and 4 losses. He has 3 big wins by way of knockout. From Teplice, Czech Republic, Filip Gorol! And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome his opponent facing him across the ring and boxing out of the blue corner. Wearing the black shorts. On the scales, he weighed in 11 stone and 5 pounds. He comes to the ring with a perfect professional record. 14 wins from 14 contests, with 1 win by way of knockout. From right here in Liverpool, James Heneghan!
Okay, boys, come the rules. So obey my commands. Tell you to break clean. Defend yourself at all times.
All business here in the main event. No trainers for that little come together, touch gloves. Let's just get straight down to it, shall we? 8 rounds in the middleweight division. James Heneghan from Liverpool, the southpaw in black shorts, taking on Filip Gorol, bit of a switch hitter from the Czech Republic.
Yeah, he looks a little bit awkward, this kid.
Unbeaten in 14, Heneghan. Really waiting for that next stage of his career to begin, waiting for that big opportunity to come. Love to see him manoeuvre towards a English title, British title kind of teaser level now, British title eliminator. He's probably at that stage of his career. First of all, he's got to get past Gorol, who, I might add, made his UK debut back end of last year down in Gloucester. Sorry, in March of this year in Gloucester, and beat Tom Brennan over 6 rounds that night. Got himself back on the winning track. So probably why he jumped at the chance to come to Liverpool. UK's been good to him so far.
Nice calm start from James. Just flicking that jab out from that bolo shot. Lovely right hook. Little check. Tough on back there though.
He has done 8 rounds before, Heneghan. He actually did a 10-rounder a couple of years ago against Conor Golding. That was an all-Liverpool derby that he came through. Big night that night at the Liverpool Olympia. Just needs a bit more activity. Won a 6-rounder on Brandon's undercard in February. That was over 6, won that on points, but could really do with a bit of a statement tonight against Gorol on a night that we've seen quite a few big performances, finishes, viral moments. It's important that Heneghan tries to pull something off himself.
Yeah, I'd love to see something from Heneghan tonight.
But Gorol's come to win, mate. You can see it. He's on the front foot. He's not lacking ambition, that's for sure. That constant switch hitting is an unusual style for a bit of a novice. Interesting first rounds. I always find in the first round stuff like this, because I've seen Heneghan box before, I kind of know what to expect. So I'm looking at what the opponent brings. What did Gorol bring in that round, Brandon, that you thought, okay, could be an interesting 8 rounds this?
Yeah, I reckon it will be myself. Doing like little jabs and stuff that he was just landing on James when James had finished throwing. little jab on the way out and stuff, so want to see how James comes out the next few rounds and deals with that. All kicking off over there.
Corner, 10 seconds. Seconds out. Round 2.
A little bit of activity outside the ring at the moment. We need security just to sort that out. Back inside the ring, Heneghan's got a little bit of work to figure this fella out. This isn't going to be an easy 8-rounder for him, that's for sure. I think you've seen enough of Gorol. A good left hand from Gorol there, actually. He's just throwing Heneghan off because he's switching constantly, southpaw orthodox. That's a nice left hand.
Lovely counter.
Much better. Just getting his range now, just Gorol still on the front foot, he's the one setting the pace, but Heneghan just starting to read his shots a little bit more now. I guess with an opponent like this, Brandon, it's not like you get, you know, hours of tape to study in the build-up. He probably had no idea this kid was a switch hitter.
Yeah, no chance.
The temperature's certainly just dropped in here. I don't know whether someone's kicked open the fire doors or what, but
A little bit of murder before outside, so door's been left open.
yeah, someone's been taken out head first, hopefully. The fans in here enjoying themselves, getting behind James Heneghan now.
Yeah, lovely shots from James there. He is boxing well.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
I think that first round just threw him. It was a close first round. Just because
I think he's starting to get the
Gorol was
kid's number
unconventional, but now he's starting to figure it out. Gorol switched back to orthodox now. I think he realised, okay, he's worked me out as a southpaw. Just as I say that, he gets spun round and he switches back again. That's a much better shot from Heneghan. Yeah, seen that coming. Yeah, much better second round from James Heneghan. I don't think there was too much in the first. I don't think much landed in the first. But I think now he's had a look at Gorol.
Corner, 10 seconds. Seconds out. Round 3.
Interesting there, the entire minute Gorol was in his corner, he got watered, he got degreased, he got re-greased. The corner team never said a single word to him in the entire break, not a single word past the trainer's lips or the second's lips.
I think he controls the corner from in there.
Very strange that. I don't think I've seen that before.
That jab just seems to be getting through quite a bit.
Yeah,
On James.
There we go again, yeah.
Lovely
That's better.
shot.
Lovely backhand from Heneghan. Shot. It's a good shot as well. Left hand over the top.
Nice movement.
It's a weird one because Gorol switches so much. There's no real flow to the fight yet. It's kind of going one way then the other. Heneghan's winning the fight. He's the one that landing the telling shots.
Just
but
hasn't sort of caught fire yet.
no, it hasn't, no. That's better from Heneghan. Lovely 1-2.
Oh, heavy head clash.
Oh God, that's bad. That's bad. Oh, that could be the end of the fight, kids. I'm sorry. That's a terrible head clash. There's a lot of blood.
No way.
Coming out of Heneghan's head. An awful lot of blood. Referee Mark Lyson, very experienced officials, waited on. Thankfully, it seems to be on the top of the head, and it's running perfectly right down the tip of his nose. So it's not running into the eyes of James Heneghan, but that's a bad cut.
That's still a bad cut. This is going to get stopped, you know.
Yeah, that's a bad cut.
What round are we on here?
Round 3. That is a bad cut. Round 3 of an 8-rounder. I think we need to complete this entire round.
Ah, mate, that's a heavy cut.
It's dripping terribly. It's like a tap. It's like a tap. That I can't actually see whether it's between the eyes or whether it's just on the hairline, just under his fringe, but that's a horrific cut, yeah. Let's give the corner a chance to have a look at it and see what they can do. It was a head clash, I'm sure. Mark Lyson's going to judge it as a head clash. Bad. Mark, yeah, it's just indicated, Mark Lyson, the referee, that it was a head clash. Yeah. I wonder if they're going to take Heneghan to see the doctor at the end of this round. I think you have to fulfill 4 rounds for it to go to the scorecards.
Corner, 10 seconds. Second down.
They're working us, they're taking every second they can in that Heneghan corner to try and work on it. They're happy they've stopped it. It does look like a slice right down his forehead.
Looks massive, that.
Oh my goodness. Cracking work by the corner team just to show that up for a second, but again, first time a jab lands, the cut opens.
It's mad, when you're cut it doesn't do nothing to you, but when you're watching someone else who's cut,
yeah,
it goes through you more.
There's now claret absolutely everywhere. Over both fighters, over the referee. The ring canvas is getting painted. Our commentary desk is getting splattered.
Made up, I didn't put a white top on.
Heneghan just can't let this bother him. He's got to stick with his boxing. Whether the fight gets stopped or not now is completely out of his control. All he can do is stick to his boxing and try not to let it put him off. it's definitely got to be affecting him, though, Brandon.
Yeah,
You know, his
definitely.
entire face is covered in red. It's going up his nose. It's going into his mouth. I know it's not impacting the eyes, which might be his saving grace, is that it's not stopping him from seeing. But it's so early in the fight. This is scheduled for 8 rounds, and he's losing a lot of blood in there. It's like a tap.
You actually see it just dripping off his nose.
Yeah,
But it's like,
it's running off his
yeah,
nose.
proper running off his nose.
He's just lost his shape now as well, unsurprisingly. It's just played into the hands of the fight not gelling as well. It's just another like disjointed thing
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
impacted the fight and stopped the flow. And
Something else that stopped the catching fire.
yeah, it has, yeah. Just suck the energy out the room a little bit as well. Ooh. Oh, that's a DL referee. That's a terrible head clash. Well, he's very lucky there, Gorol, not to have a point taken off. That was a
Yeah.
terrible head clash in there.
Like, you can see it is because his face is covered in blood.
Yeah, that was a bad head clash. He's shaking his head at referee Mark Lyson, but that was a bad head clash. Corner team are back working on Heneghan in that corner.
Got a job there, though.
Mark Lyson's just gone over to have a little look as well.
Corner, 10 seconds. Second down. Round 5.
Once again. Once again, he's delivered. Mark Lyson gives Gorol another warning for head clashes. You've got to think that another one would absolutely lead to at the very least a point off. Heneghan starts the round with an inch of Vaseline right between the eyebrows, running up to the forehead. Because of his hair, it's hard to see how big the cut actually is.
I think it's big, though, you know.
Yeah, me too, yeah. To deliver that much blood, it's obviously hit an artery, a vein. But we've seen head clashes before that, you know, on the hairline that do bleed a lot, but they don't impact you too much. And luckily, this one's running right down his nose.
Yeah.
So it's not in the eyes.
He still looks like he's on it.
Yeah,
Doesn't look like he's got too many.
He just can't let it throw him off. He's got a job to do. He's got to stick to it.
Tonight's like an important night for James.
Of course
as well,
it is.
So.
That's better. Oh, here comes the doctor. This was inevitable, unfortunately. This was inevitable. We were midway through round number 5. The doctor's been called up on the instructions of Mark Lyson just to have a look at that cut. The doctors will let us know just how bad that actually is.
Probably end up getting stopped.
Yeah, they don't look happy. There's a big conversation going on in that corner. Obviously the fighter wants to continue, of course he does, but it's out of his control now. It's a definite. He's waved it, yeah. The doctor's waved it.
I knew it was going to get stopped.
Yeah, it had to be stopped. It was a bad cut.
Is it 2 points though, or has he won?
Well, that was round number 5, so we should go to the scorecards. 5. It was only 4 completed rounds. So the Gorol corner, I think they've won it. But we're going to go to Mark Lyson's scorecard. We are going to score it for those first 4 rounds. It's a shame that because he needed a big night tonight,
I know.
James. You know, he really wanted to rubber stamp his position in the domestic middleweight division. Big night for him, main event in his hometown. You got a feel for him?
Yeah, of course.
Couple of bad head clashes.
Yeah, I seen about 3 bad head clashes there, mate.
Yeah. Gorol in his corner, they're celebrating. They think they've won this by a doctor's stoppage.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we please have a big round of applause for both of our boxers? Unfortunately, the contest has been stopped due to an injury sustained due to an accidental clash of heads. So we go to the referee's scorecard at the time of the stoppage. And Mark Lyson had the contest 50 points to 46 in favour of your winner, still undefeated, James Heneghan. Ladies and gentlemen, please a big round of applause for Filip Gorol.